Hello everyone and welcome back to my 2010 Hyundai i20. Today I'm going to tell you everything that's wrong with my particular car and why I'm getting rid of it. I'll be honest with you, there is quite a few things wrong with this car, some big and some small, but today I'm going to break it down for you and tell you exactly why I'm getting rid. First off, I'm going to start with something that I touched on in the previous video, the paint. 18 months ago when I bought this car, it only had a little bit of paint coming off the roof, but 2 dozen washes later and 16,000 miles on the road and it's really gotten worse. One thing that confuses me as well is that it's only the white i20s that has this issue. This isn't just a UK thing either. All over the world this happens. Why?
After doing a little bit of research for this video, I discovered that what I originally thought, with it only being the first generation i20s that have this issue, not to be true. On screen here are some pictures which I found of other white Hyundais around the world with the same issue. There are forums in countries such as India, Australia and South Africa which have been discussing these issues, and it is still relevant today. Recently, 7 News Australia covered a story regarding the paint issues, highlighting on protests which Hyundai owners have campaigned in against these issues. I will leave the link in the description below.
Moving on to the engine of the car now, and ever since I purchased this car, I've had a weird fuel chugging issue between 1500 and 2000 RPM in the car. I've had the spark plugs changed twice now, and I've had the air filter changed too, and even cleaning it out, and it doesn't move the issue at all. I'm not sure what it is, but if I drive a certain way, I can usually get around it. Another thing that I've had an issue with this engine is how much oil it actually consumes. I've calculated that it's consumed 30 litres of oil in 16,000 miles. It's a 1.2 litre naturally aspirated 4-cylinder. Why is it consuming that much oil?
After even further research into this video, I also found out about the issue of Hyundai engines consuming significant amounts of oil in short periods. It was found in just under 20 different Hyundai and Kia models with 5 unique engines were consuming more oil than anticipated. This fired up a class action lawsuit against Hyundai in 2017, with a settlement eventually coming in at $760 million US. This issue has affected more than 4 million Hyundai vehicles. After looking through sources to see any more information about my specific Hyundai engine, with the in-house name of Kappa G4LA, I realised that mine was included in multiple articles about the issue. However, my first generation i20 was not named in the reports.
Keeping to the exterior of the car now, and we come to the rear, where as you can see, this has disc brakes. It's quite a blessing in this class to have disc brakes. Cars that were sold at the same time as this one, such as the Vauxhall Corsa and the Renault Clio of the time, they still had drums. Even today the Renault Clio still has the drum brakes, as well as rivals such as the Volkswagen Polo. However, I may as well also have drums because they're completely useless. A few months ago I was driving home from uni and my rear driver side disc seized on the motorway. I pulled over and I limped home after the AA man came out, and I was given a quote of £350 for new rotators and calipers. As a uni student, I simply don't have that money. One other issue with my particular i20 is that the rear gas struts no longer hold the boot lid up. It's really annoying.
Even with this issue, it isn't so bad to live with. You just kind of have to get used to having the boot on your head sometimes.
One other annoyance about this car is that it never came with Bluetooth until about 2012. As this is a 2010 model, it never had it to begin with. To counter this, I have an Amazon Echo car and it's worked great. As someone pointed out in the previous video, from this camera angle, you can see there are 2 particular lights in the dashboard for me. These 2 lights signify that the ABS and traction control sensors have stopped working on the car. I've had this checked over and it's due to a sensor issue on one of the rear wheels. To have this sensor fixed and installed, it costs more than the actual car's worth. So this was the final nail in the coffin for my car.
While making this video, there are a few things that I forgot to mention. One of these key issues is that the battery light always seems to flicker at me when I'm driving. It has gotten worse over the last few weeks, and I'm not really sure how to counter it. This issue has occurred ever since I purchased the car just under 2 years ago now. I've had the battery changed, and this hasn't fixed the issue either. One other issue that I had while I owned this car was that the passenger seat latch to get into the rear row of the car had stopped working. Luckily, you can use the rear tilt latch to release the seat instead.
Unfortunately, because of all these issues, I'm going to have to get rid of the car. I can't afford to maintain the car anymore. There are a few options on the table and I've still not decided yet, but I'm hoping that in the future you'll be able to see what I've got. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.